Hi everyone, welcome to Sweet Pea Stitch Inspirations. My name is Sydney and today we are going to learn how to do the Tunisian Crochet bamboo stitch. The stitch you can kind of alter a little bit, and what I mean by that is, as you see here, I have some groupings. And what this is 2 knit stitch and then a stitch that's slipped over top of these 2 stitches. Now what you can do with the bamboo stitch is you can, instead of having 2 stitches just here, you can have 3, 4, 5, how many ever stitches that you would like. Now, when you're doing that and altering it a little bit, your multiple is going to change a little bit. So with having just 2 groupings here, or 2 stitches into this grouping, my multiple is going to be 2, and then 3 is going to be 3, and so on and so forth. So pretty much what we are going to be using today, the stitches, is we are going to be using knit stitches for Tunisian crocheting, and then we're going to do a yarn over, and we're going to pretty much slip that yarn over top of these 2 stitches. So you'll go ahead and do your foundation rows, which is your forward pass where you pull up some loops in your chains, and then your return pass where you will chain 1 and then pull through 2 until you have reached the end of your return pass. So once you have gotten your foundation completed, that stitch is always, that's on your hook, is always going to count as 1. So we are going to go ahead and yarn over, and then we are going to do a knit stitch. Now how we do a knit stitch is, you see that there is 2 vertical bars here of that stitch. We are going to go in between those 2 bars, and then we are going to pull up a loop. And we're going to do the same thing for the next stitch. So go ahead and do a knit stitch. Again, we are going to go in between those 2 vertical bars where you can kind of see, let's see, my finger poking through. That is where we are going to go to. And then we are going to draw up a loop. Now that yarn over that we did before we did those 2 knit stitches, we are going to pretty much bind or slip off that stitch over top of those 2 stitches. So now you should have that 1 stitch that counted right before we started, and then 2 stitches on your hook now. So again, we are going to yarn over, and we're going to go to the next 2 stitches, and we are going to do a knit stitch. So again, we are going to go in between those 2 vertical bars and pull up a loop, and then go in between the next 2 vertical bars for the next stitch, and then draw up a loop. Now we are going to slip or bind that yarn over that we made before those 2 knit stitches and slip that off of our hook. So that is what we are going to just continue repeating until we have gotten to the very last stitch. And we will finish off how we typically would for our forward pass, which is we will go into the last 2 vertical bars of that chain 1. So once you have gotten to that chain 1, just go ahead and go into those 2 vertical bars and go ahead and pull up a loop. And we are going to go ahead and do our return pass. So again, we are going to chain 1, and then we are going to pull through 2 loops until we have reached the end of this row. So again, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, not 3. And that is it for the bamboo stitch. You can continue repeating that for how many ever times that you would like. But if you did enjoy this tutorial, don't forget to give this video a like, share, comment, or subscribe. And if you would like to see more, please stick around, and I will see you guys next time.